Okay, so then I'll ask you a question. So usually, what are you thinking at the beginning of the game?
Focusing on who the enemy team is, who they're playing, you know, where I should be clearing, checking to make sure they're not invading, just a variety of things. I see this going on up here. I ping my Zerath off because I don't want him to get himself killed. Um, I don't know. Most of the time, it really just depends on who I'm playing against. As Yi, if it's a matchup that I win, I like to start topside, invade enemy jungle, and take ignite, steal their buff, and get a level 1 or level 2 kill if I can.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'm taking flash and
Playing for like later.
yeah, playing for later, playing less aggressively if it's a losing jungle matchup, or an even jungle matchup if it's not a winning jungle matchup. Then playing a little less aggressive, playing for later, playing around my lanes more. And so that was my mentality this game.
Well, I like it.
Here I'm just pulling the buff out as much as I can without losing aggro.
Yeah, you can see the circle.
First mistake happens on Krugs, you will very clearly see this. Get the buff down or get the Krug down to 600 and smite the wrong one.
Oh.
So
I mean,
not off
at
to the
least-
greatest start.
Yeah, at least you. But you got a pretty good leash, so.
Yeah, I got a very nice leash, and usually I have a pretty solid Yi clear. I can usually 6 camp by like 323, 322-ish, which isn't perfect. A really good Yi clear is like 318 now, but
As long as you do before 3:30, it's usually. Sorry about the dogs.
it's all good.
So
I'm
here,
in here.
you pause it for a sec. You pause it. Okay, so here, what are you thinking? Anything? Or you're just still looking for your full clear?
Here, I see my mid fight going on. I didn't. Realistically, if I get there, Fizz is going to run away. There's not much I can do here. My goal here is just keep clearing as fast as possible. I now know I wasn't super familiar with Zed jungle before this game, which is who I'm playing against, and
He's not common, yeah.
it's not the most common thing, so I wasn't entirely sure how fast his clear was. So I was banking that I could get a healthy enough and fast enough clear that I could hopefully get top scuttle. That isn't what ended up happening, as you'll see, and this was like
I can tell you why I
probably-
don't. Yeah, I think there's a better play right now. Actually, if you can look at. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. So, I'm thinking. I cleared red. I look at his red. You know his red is up, right? Someone I don't know who worded that, but one of your teammates worded that. So we know what he did. Right? He did his blue camps, his 3 camps on blue side, most likely.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm Master Yi beats Zed, especially if you have red buff and he has blue buff, because red buff gives you more combat power, right?
Mm-hmm. So are you thinking I go for an invade here?
I'm thinking that, but before committing to that, I also need to look at mid lane and top lane. That's why, because Fizz can like help his Zed, right? Or Rumble can help his Zed. So those are also things I'm thinking about. I think you can attempt it, but the problem is right now that I think both of your laners are getting pushed in. Let me look at mid. Mid looks more even. Okay, mid looks pretty even, but Fizz is better at skirmishing than Diana, so I wouldn't like to fight 2v2 with Fizz and Diana. And then look at top lane. Rumble's pushing in, so Rumble can move faster too, right? Like the minions are all in. Yeah. So
Well,
I don't like that,
but
but I do like that you have red buff and you just beat Zed, so you can cheese him. Like you can, if you can catch him when he uses his cooldowns on his red buff, right? Like, right now you just go to his red buff. You don't take
chill in the bush,
yeah,
wait for him to use cooldowns, kill him,
exactly.
get red buff, get out.
Yeah. And you have flash. You can flash over a wall or something.
Yeah.
This is a little risky just because you don't have top mid prio.
The main thing is I'm not familiar with the Zed matchup.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least on Yi. So I did not feel comfortable going for that.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Oh wait, what did you? Can I see what you leveled? Like, do you level 1 point in all 3 skills, or do you?
Yeah, I did 1 point in all 3 skills as opposed to 2 in Q.
Okay, yeah. So Master Yi's W is really strong, especially in Zed, right? Zed can't
Yeah, because Zed can't deal with a 90% damage reduction.
Actually, none of the top side can stop you, right? Fizz, Zed, Rumble. Rumble. None of them can cancel off your W.
Yeah.
So that's pretty strong. Yeah, but I don't blame you for doing your play. I'm just giving you some ideas. Like I like the invade,
Yeah.
especially in low elo, because laners are kind of slow to help their junglers.
To react.
Yeah, so
You'll see a lot of that later this game.
Yeah. So I would have, but I also don't blame you for just doing your path. Oh, the problem with your path, and you already told me you're not getting Scuttle, is because, like I said, you lose. Rumble has Prio, and Fizz is better than Diana early, so they can just push you off the Scuttle if they want to.
And
So what I would do,
you are predicting the future.
yeah. So what I would do if you're doing your path, you could do this full clear. It's fine. I would do Gromp, Gromp before blue.
Gromp in the blue, okay.
Yeah. So then you path easier to the either Scuttle actually, and then your next clear, Wolves and Gromp spawn at the same time. But also right after that, you just go straight to bot Scuttle. You don't even look at top Scuttle right now.
Okay.
Although, can I see Diana? Is she recon?
Yeah.
So you don't have in top. You need to keep looking at your lanes, like because it constantly changes. Okay, but right now they're just losing. So
Yeah,
this
I
is
had
very
Prio in neither lane,
Yeah,
and
this
I
is-
should have seen the pet, but I didn't. And Zed's here.
Yeah.
Rumble was actually somewhat quick on the rotate,
yeah
so
because
I start
they
backing up.
have yeah.
Diana's
Here-
coming in.
No,
Fizz is coming in.
Yeah, you guys
and
are
it's
just
not
wasting-
looking good.
Yeah, you guys are just wasting time. So,
I'm Wing in bush because I don't know what's about to go down here.
did you leave the bush?
Diana's
Oh,
leaving.
okay. Yeah. This is very like bronze. You guys are all just running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This didn't
Yeah.
go great.
So that's part of like jungle tracking and just looking at lane states. Like I said, I looked at what top was looking like. I looked at what mid was looking like, and then we also know where Zed is because we saw the war on his red. So everything we knew was going to happen, that they would have more power up there. So I would
So,
if you
from here,
just
I'm-
didn't even look there, you went straight to bot scuttle, then everything would have been fine. Yeah. Okay.
So from here, I'm
Can we
going
see
straight to bot scuttle.
Yeah, like can we see scoreboard? I think you clicked it or something. Okay.
Rumble got 2 kills from that, but Alawi did kill Fizz. So Alawi's not completely screwed yet.
But actually, you guys are all screwed because top Rumble has 2 to 1, right? 2 kills to 1. Fizz has 1 assist to no Diana assist, and then you have 0 assist to 2 Zed assist. So you guys are all down.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this pretty hard.
Yeah.
Zed's looking bot, which is not great.
Well,
But
his
they're
ganks
able
aren't-
to,
his
able
ganks
to push
aren't-
him off. One thing that I figured this game, my mentality at this point is, okay, I'm behind. I just need to do my best to figure out where Zed is at all times and take advantage of where he isn't, counter jungling him as much as possible. So I invade his bot side a couple times when I see him top side. And I'm definitely playing around bot because right now they're not there yet, but later on my bot does basically maintain prio the entire game. So I'm able to take the first 3 drags uncontested that way.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking way in the future right now. I'm still looking.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, I just gotta play safe, farm up, and do what I can.
Yeah.
Diana's
Master
doing
Yi's
things.
not too hard macro wise, I would say. So
Yeah, micro wise, you can W reset. That's like
there's some cool
one micro thing. Knowing what enemy cooldowns have and Wing them, also micro.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean the Q changes where you can choose what direction you come out. Those are basically his only micro.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. The macro is pretty easy because your ganks are really weak, so most of the time you're just looking to farm.
Yeah. Unless they're like pushed up.
Yeah, or like that invade play I told you, that it might have worked. I wasn't really like 100% sold on that idea, but it might have.
Yeah. So here I'm backing, looking bot side.
Yeah, your red buff's up too. I don't know. Is scoreboard down again? I don't know. Okay.
Is there a way that you can keep the scoreboard up?
I don't know why it keeps going down. Actually, wait. Oh, are you pressing a button or something? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I'm just pressing tab to open it up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Rumble's 3-0 now. Top side's not looking great. And I'm sure in higher elo, that would basically be a death sentence for Alawi.
Uh, no, maybe not. I mean, it's not good, obviously.
Diana's going through it. Here, I forget what I do. I think I might go up and
we
help
need
Diana.
to look at mid, right? She's ganking mid. Okay.
I think she dies here, but Zed also dies.
Okay.
And that's my green light for drag, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I like it.
I end up snagging an assist here.
That's fine. That's fine. You ping the dragon, hopefully.
Yep. Ping the drag. Then I think Jin comes in.
It is. Let me see. Slightly risky actually, but because you don't have your mid, they have theirs.
I'm just keeping an eye on Fizz this entire time. If I start seeing him rotate, I'm gonna back off.
Well, one thing you should have seen is he did ult already. He ulted your Diana, so he.
Yeah.
You know.
I knew that, so I'm not super worried about him. Also,
Are
I
you
was
6
thinking
already?
the fact,
Okay, yeah, you're 6.
Huh?
You're level 6. That's good. That's good.
yeah,
So, can I see how much gold you have? I think you press X. Okay. You're looking for gank here?
I'm considering a gank here.
A problem. You know, it's
They know
okay.
I'm here
Yeah,
is the
you
issue.
can look at the body language. So, the problem is you have 5 camps up.
I see Zed top side, so I just go for his Grump here, I think.
Good.
Still hovering around bot side because they look like they're trying to make something happen, and I don't want to be too far away.
Yeah, like it.
Taking his wolves as well.
Oh, they're fighting now.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm going in. I forget how this went. I wasn't sure if they had that bush order, so I was waiting to see.
Die, look at Fizz.
Yep, I saw him. Once again, wasn't sure if he had this bush order, so I'm going around.
Okay. You know
Pretty sure he
Zed's there
dies here.
too, right?
I forget if he dies here or not. No, I die here.
Yeah, because Zed's here and Rumble's missing, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that Zed was there.
But he was pretty close. It's pretty close. But yeah, we I don't know what you call it. You should because Zed just ganked there, so you should. Like,
Yeah, I knew he was close by, but I thought he was in his top side, not my top side, which is.
and also
my
Rumble.
mistake.
Like I don't even know where Rumble is. So now they get Rift and they can take your.
They don't get
Rumble.
rift.
Okay, Rumble's just there.
Zed doesn't go for objectives.
And that's doubly bad because you also used your flash. So
Yeah. No, but Diana's thinking the same thing that Zed's on rift. I'm thinking that Zed's on
Oh.
rift, but he's not.
That's a good word. Yeah, at least you know they're not.
I'm back bot side.
I mean, you may need. You
One
should.
thing that
I'm
also-
guessing you know that. Like, even though you're just losing, you can just carry a late game as Yi in many
Yeah,
cases.
because it's Yi. All you need to do is either A, farm up very well, or B, get a couple like lucky picks in a fight, and then even if you're behind, you're back in the game.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I like about Yi is you can get behind, but still make good plays and end up winning. I think we ended up turning this. Yeah.
Looks like you can.
Diana gets a
Then-
kill here if I recall. No, I got the kill.
Here I would go Rift. What are you doing? No, you're.
I think I just clear my wolves and start
So,
moving top side again.
Again, the reason why you go Rift is you just kill Fizz. Look at top Alawi. Alawi finally has control of the lane too. So,
I do think I can rift after this.
Okay, but definitely better to do
I
it
forget.
first because if you do it after this, Fizz is already spawning now. So if they fight you, Fizz will be here. If you did it
That's
before
fair.
the wolves, there's no chance Fizz comes here.
It's me
Oh,
realizing
you know.
that the,
And you see the crowd.
it's me
coming.
realizing that Zed did in fact take my Grump.
Oh.
Bot's
you see the
happening,
crowd,
but
you're
they end up
giving
getting a
up-
pick
you're
'cause
giving
they, Sorry, say again?
You're giving up Crab and Rift.
Yeah. Except
And
Zed's
you don't
bot side,
need
so
to
I
go
know he's
up
not going
because
for it.
your bot lane's already dead. So
I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, this one's. I would say this is a big mistake right here because usually you want to go somewhere. If you're really strong, you can go alone, but usually you want to be with your team. Like your bot lane's there, then you go. If they're not here, you're not really doing anything here right now. You're just I think you're just stealing this.
They were going to die under turret anyways.
Yeah.
His gym wasn't back.
But what I'm saying is, what you gave up so much, the rift and the scuttle at least, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't. Maybe you didn't give it up. Maybe you'll still get it, but you could have gotten it already by now. So.
I would like to point out, I don't know if my Alawi went for a single drag the entire game.
Does she have TP? She does not have TP, so I would
She
never.
did
I wouldn't expect her to.
None of them took TP.
Yeah.
So here, I forget. I think I'm thinking bot here because drag's coming up soon, and I want to be ready for that. I see Fizzle, so
This could be really good.
I know that that's happening.
Oh, you
And
should
now
be
here-
You should be moving. Oh,
Here, I'm getting my my Krugs
do you have
because
ult?
I think so.
I
Here-
would have moved. It's close though. I mean, they can kill. I would have moved for that one because Zed and Fizz used their cooldowns already, and so you could just clean them up. I guess you clean them up here anyways.
I end up dying for this, I think, because I don't W,
Yeah,
but Jake gets the kill.
that's pretty good for you guys.
And then from here, my thought process is okay. As soon as I respawn, I scoot on over to drag.
I actually prefer Rift Heralds over Dragons before. Oh, it's already 14.
Even after the drag changes?
Yeah, but I mean before 14 minutes though, for the plates. Because
Yeah.
you just need to get to his a few like gold. Like Dragon's not gonna do anything for you. You already win late game. You don't need more like a Dragon Soul for late game. I'm saying if given the choice, but obviously you're not always given the choice.
I gotcha.
And then there's another reason I prefer Rift, just because it's the Scuttle Crab. Like it's right
That's
there
fair.
with the Rift, so you get two things versus one.
Here
then you
I
also-
have Kraken and a good amount else.
Yeah.
I'm willing to die for this drag. And I do.
Oh, it's looking good for you guys. Well, why? You should run to your team. You should run to your team. You see your team bot lane? So if you run to your team and they kill you, your team will kill them. Right? That's kind of the thought.
That's fair. This ended up not going horribly. I think they might have died one more time. Yeah, I think one more dies. And then they just give up. Overall, though, still two
Overall, it's
drags
okay,
for
but
us.
obviously, right, I'm telling you, it could be much better. But it's okay.
Sorry, say again?
Overall, the game's okay, but it could be much better. If,
It could be much
yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing, like when I can see now that a lot of these things were mistakes. The important thing is just not doing them in future games.
Yeah, I mean, you just learn. You eventually you'll learn. Right?
Exactly.
That's kind of how the game works. You just play a lot, die a lot, and then eventually you die less because you start learning.
Exactly. I will say I do seem to do very well on E.
No, I mean he's very good in lower
Low
elos.
elo.
He's okay in higher elos.
Yeah,
he's
super
very
hard
good
to
in
play
lower
against him.
elos because
He's very weak to hard CC.
yeah, but like lower elos they don't really like save the CC for him and stuff.
Exactly. I watch a good amount of Cowsep, so
Who? Oh,
the Yi guy.
yeah, I kind of recognize his name. He's EU or something, I think.
I think so, yeah. Here, Pop's roughly even. I know Rumble's ahead, so he's going to look for greedy fights, and I end up getting the gank working here.
What I'm still kind of annoyed by is the rift is still no one took it. It's still there.
I'm taking it at some point.
I know,
when
but it's
take
been
it,
like
I do
it's
take
been
it.
like more than 5 minutes. Neither you nor Zed took it. Okay.
Zed's dead. That's my green light.
The only thing is Fizz can stop you. I think you're actually stronger than Fizz if you play it.
Yeah, I'm 1-2, he's 3-4. Or I'm 3-4, he's 1-2. So I feel pretty good against Fizz here.
And you have tools to outplay him if you do it.
Yeah.
So here,
So here I take Rift and I look mid for Fizz. I forget if I get him or not. I think I
that's really good. It's just you don't know where Zed is, but
dodge the
I think
I just
it's
dodge the ults. So here, this is one thing that my Diana thought I should do differently. She thinks I just drop Rift here, but Zed shows up.
oh
I was able to W the
wait
his
why did
burst.
can you replay?
Why did
that?
I flash?
I wasn't look. Can you see the rewind button? I need to see that again. To the left of the pause button. Okay.
Where's is that it? Slow down.
No,
speed
it's
up,
that
jump
one.
back.
I think you already pressed it though, so we were fine. I think
You tank.
I think you could have just W'd and then Q'd. Oh wait, I don't know, maybe your Q's on cooldown. I don't know actually.
My Q was on cooldown.
Oh okay.
And I'm afraid if both of his Qs hit me, then between both of the Qs and the arm mark damage repeating, I die.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually. I don't play myself, so I'll believe you on that one. I think if you had Q, you could W a little bit and then Q dodge.
Yeah.
You didn't have Q. Okay.
Back to the farmer lifestyle.
You could. Can you look at bot? Do you look while you're doing camps and stuff like?
Yes,
Okay.
always.
Okay.
It's just making decisions based on
Yeah.
that I struggle with. But I don't struggle making decisions. I struggle making.
So when did Diana want you to
decisions.
rift? You mean like now or before?
No, before when
Oh.
Zed was there, she was like, "Just dump the rift and get it over with." I
Yeah,
didn't like the
Well, you
wait
can't
state. There's no
because- yeah.
minions.
Well, you don't need minions. It'll just one shot it or close to it. Or close to it. The other thing is if Zed shows up, it's not great.
So you got first turret top side and a turret mid. I'm looking bot here. Zed's there though, which I don't love.
Zed should actually be scared.
Zed?
of you. Can I see? Oh, he's 6'3". Oh no, he's pretty strong.
Yeah, he's very strong.
But you're
I'm
Master
backing
Yi, so
here.
like, you can go toe to toe with him in some cases, even if he's ahead.
I was able to wait just like 2 seconds here and get Bork, which is
Nice.
pretty nice.
Do you always do this build? Wait, work.
More often than not, I go Kraken. I go Noon Quiver, Berserkers, Kraken into Bork, and then from there I build situation. I either take Ginsu's, I like Death Stance, I like Wit's End, just depending on who I'm playing against.
Okay. The only reason I'm not a big fan of Bork this game is they don't have a lot of health, but
I don't know. Bork is just really strong on me right now.
I do.
I think from here I just
What?
go for I think I go for his wolves maybe,
I mean, they're all dead.
and then I make another bit of a misplay. I greed just a bit.
For what? Tower or red camps? Red buff?
Raptors.
Oh.
I drop a ward there so I can see him coming. Unfortunately, that doesn't save me. I W as much of that as I can, but I just queued the Raptors so I didn't have Q.
Yeah. One thing about your build that I kind of don't like is the Bork. I think you could have done a defensive item like Death Dance or GA or something, because the enemy team is a lot of burst. If they don't kill you, you just kill them, because you understand that.
The burst, yeah.
So all you need to do is
Awesome.
live the burst, and you win the whole fight. Like, yeah. So if you just live, you win. So you going the Bork, you get more damage, but it doesn't really help you live. I guess the life still helps a little bit, but
I got you. That makes sense.
Bork is good if they're like more tanky. Like if they're more tanky.
Yeah.
They're like triple assassin or something like that. Kind of. I think it's kind of an assassin. I mean, the way he's building is it's pretty weird, but.
So now we have 3 drags, and my entire thought process is soul good. Get
Yeah.
soul.
Oh,
win.
yeah. Well, now you should just win, because if Yi is even in the mid game,
Yi's ahead.
should, yeah. Like because
If
you're
he's
so weak
even, he's
early.
ahead. If he's behind, he's even. If he's really behind, he's behind.
Exactly.
I am familiar with
And not only
this.
that, you also have 3 dragons, right? So and you're pretty fed yourself. So
Yeah.
now it's looking comfortable, I would say. But because
I
you
just
go
don't worry.
rage blade.
I managed to misplay to keep things interesting. Don't worry.
No, I can predict that because your build is too squishy. Like if you misstep once, they have 3 assassins. They could catch you.
Yeah. Another thing. Beforehand, EW used to not give the damage resistance. It used to literally just be. It was like 30 or 40% damage resistance, and most people, myself included, just use it for auto attack resets.
Yeah, but now
And so I
it's like
kind of got that into my muscle memory, just using that to finish somebody off, so you can get the maximum cooldown reduction on it.
yeah.
I misplay here. I should have waited just a second longer on my Q.
Yeah.
And when Zed
I just
teleported back
you're
to the
just
shadow, I would
really
have gone with him.
squishy. Like there's like tankier E builds, right? That can work sometimes.
Yeah, you can go Jock Show, but the Jock Show build got nerfed into the ground. On Yi specifically, I forget what they did to it, but it's
I mean, I don't just mean the mythic, right? Like I said, instead of the Borg, you go like a GA or Destance, something like that.
I usually build Death Stance, and I do end up building Death Stance after Ginzu's here.
Okay.
And then after Death Stance, I was either going to go Stopwatch or QSS.
QSS.
Just depending. I was leaning towards QSS just because the only thing that I hadn't built against was the Rumble, and he was causing me a few problems.
The thing is, you build QSS for the active, not for the MR. So.
Yeah, I know, but if I'm choosing between Stopwatch and QSS, both of which have similar actives.
No, they're not similar. They're very different. So QSS cleanses like stuns or something. Like it can cleanse like Pantheon or Varus. Cleanses the effect, right? But Stopwatch just makes you invulnerable. So Stopwatch is better against like Rumble and Zed and Fizz. You think about it like that. Stopwatch better against Rumble, Zed, Fizz. QSS better against Varus, Pantheon.
I just kept consistently dying because of Pantheon's turn, so I was considering QSS. And the MR added was a bonus. I forget if we kill him here. I think he W's away or gets away.
Well, but you have ult, right? You just ult and run him down.
No, I don't want to waste my entire ult chasing him.
It's for Dragon.
Drag's coming up, and I'm thinking about Soul. Getting
And
some deep wards
his whole
down.
team's, missing. And he's still here, so I think his team's here or something.
Alawi does not like rotating. Rumble does. So if I was paying more attention, that would have been a red flag, and I don't think I would have gone for this. I think I would have just given it. And,
Yeah. Because
Move on to something
we
more
saw Rumble
productive.
here, right? And yeah.
but it's 5v4. Alawi is.
Actually, you could entertain this thought. It depends how much poke Xerath and Jinland, and then you might be able to get something done. But yeah.
I do think I could have won this if I played it better, because Zed just.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know
Now
what
it's like
Zed does.
Now it's definitely you want to look at this.
I think I stood in a Rumble ult this fight.
You just take so much damage from
Yeah.
random poke.
Did I stand? Was this the fight that I stood in the Rumble ult?
No.
No, I just did in W.
Ideally, you want Diana to go in before you go in, unless Varus. Yeah.
And then
Ideally, that's my idea.
everyone kind of leaves. Varus ends up getting drag.
Varus. No.
Alawi gets top turret though. Chooses to leave inhib, which is probably a good idea.
So especially you look at your Diana, she's building tank, so you really want to follow her, like let her go first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless maybe Jin or Xerath land some stun or something.
And then she gets drag, or Varus gets drag. Here, I think I just farm some more.
Yeah, that's fair. You could think about a Baron, because your Master E with those 3 items are great for taking Baron.
Yeah, I can solo Baron at this level. Which I do like doing because nobody expects it for whatever reason. The The difficulty that I have is laners see you on Baron and they automatically start rotating, and that just sends up giant red flags in the enemy team's head. You know, if they don't have
Sometimes,
Baron
yeah, if
warded
that's
and all my laners are in lane, then I can usually sneak a Baron. But if my laners start coming to help me when I don't need help, then it's like,
yeah. Usually I use pings, like I ping back, or I won't. I'll never ping, or not never, but I won't ping assist. So then hope that they
I
just
will
keep
do
doing
both of those things and they will still assist me because they think I'm going to die, which is fair. If I was a top laner in bronze, I probably wouldn't trust my jungler to not die to Baron while trying to solo.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it any more fun. Here, Rumble decides he's going to try and tank. I do not let him do that. And now this is where I start legitimately thinking about Baron because...
Yeah. Well, 3 of you guys are dead, so it's not the best. But 2 of them are bot.
Diana starts picking me
Okay.
on Baron here.
I like it, but is Zed alive? Zed's alive.
Zed's alive. I see 2 bots, so I'm thinking maybe we can make it work.
Yeah, maybe. It's the only problem is Zed, really, right now. Oh, Pantheon can ult from a distance. But
Here, I end up getting Varus' R and Flash. I'm still not sure how I feel about this engagement.
no, you
He
use your
ults
flash. because
and
you
flashes away.
Yeah, but you use
For my flash,
It's okay. Wait, let me see Varus. No, I don't like it because you're the carry. So if you're the carry, your flash is the most valuable, right? In Varus, he is the AD carry, but he's not the only carry. Like his Zed and Fizz are pretty strong too.
this is happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening.
Is it?
Here, I'm just 5 in mid. There's a Pantheon ends up ulting.
Okay. Nice.
I think he was just panicked and wanted to get out and did not check to see if anyone was there before he ulted.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, probably.
I think we end up winning this. Yeah. So this is where we actually start going back.
Okay, I mean, Zed's dead now, so it's pretty free.
Yeah, Zed, Pantheon, and Fizz all dead. So it's easy Baron, or so you would think.
Varus
But
can steal with
believe it
Q.
or not, I somehow managed to mess this up.
Yeah, Varus Q is the only thing that
I pushed the Q, don't get ulted, but then I kind of forgot that Rumble ult was there, and I
you're
just
standing on it again.
I
It's
just
close.
stood in,
Okay.
and then they steal.
Oh, that's not how I
And then it
imagined.
all
But
goes to shit.
yeah. At least you know your mistake. You just stand out of the thing you would play with.
Yeah, I just don't play against Rumble ever. No one plays them in low elo, so I forgot that was what his ult did.
Okay.
It's a good learning experience. I'm not going to do that again for a
Yeah.
long
And
time.
by this
but-
step, now you know how to fight against Rumble. Right?
Exactly. I knew he had his little long range poke. I think that's his Q. No,
No E.
I don't
But
know.
it doesn't really
He's
matter.
got the
which
long
one,
range
yeah.
little poke thing. He's got the flame thing,
Yeah,
and he's got the auto attack steroid.
yeah, and a
I
shield.
forgot what his ult was.
Yeah.
So they have Baron buff here. Is not ideal. In my entire head, though, I'm thinking, all right, drag a good soul win.
Yeah. But also fight here. Where are you?
I'm running.
Oh.
That being said, I also didn't really want to waste my ult. I was like 90% sure we already had the fight, so.
Yeah.
Here I'm pinging drag. I know Fizz isn't going to be alive for it, and Alawi is. If she comes down, I'm thinking, okay, sweet 5v4, easy drag.
The problem is you guys
So
have
I'm
3
farming
squishies,
up.
so
I'm
if they catch you here,
here. I waited a little bit longer to Q onto Zed, so I could catch him when he W'd back to his shadow. Varus dies. It's like sick.
no, it's looking beautiful.
The drag is coming up in like 2 seconds. This is like the easiest drag of our lives, right?
Yes, a Rumble,
Four
I
of them
guess.
dead. Oh, but look.
But you have Smite. You have Smite, so it shouldn't be. He shouldn't be able to stop you. Oh, Pantheon has
Don't
ult
worry.
too.
My team's got different plans. Alawi she's getting that cannon.
Okay,
Diana was pushing
yeah.
top lane. So
Without-
there's two
without
of us
your
here.
team, it's
And some
harder.
of them here, so I have to wait. So I do go in. I do go on drag.
I
I'm
would
a
have
little
just
bit more
gone
mindful
Rumble
of the
there.
Rumble ult this time. Get Pantheon stuns, and I die.
Yeah. Again, because your build's very squishy, so
I'm just squishy, yeah.
I would have definitely
Diana's
tank your build.
trying things. Alawi's Look at Alawi.
Yeah, that's kind of what she does.
She's lost. She
She doesn't have like tools to maneuver fights.
and Pantheon comes in and cleans up Alawi. It's just Diana and Zed and Varus come back and it's gone.
I'm not gonna blame you for anything, other than your build, I would say. Because again, if you don't die, you just win. Like like the initial engage, like their comp is very burst oriented. But once they throw everything, they can't like finish you off. Yeah, as long as you're alive. I mean.
So here I'm like, all right, farmer crossplay time as you do, you know.
Yep.
Just going and farming more because there's no objectives up. I'm not really thinking about pushing here. I'm just.
Yep.
I'm farming and trying to just keep an eye on my teammates and, you know, the dice roll that is them deciding to team fight. That's the one thing. I feel like there are times when I would definitely have benefited from my teammates being there fighting, and there are times when my teammates have fought that I would not choose to fight.
Yeah, you can't really control that. I mean, you can try to manipulate it with pings, but yeah, you just gotta play the hand you dealt.
Yeah. When I say this, there's Zed. I think there's Zed in general. He made a few very questionable plays, like when he was just over here and he just ran in and died right before drag. It's very questionable plays, but also I feel like in general his micro was pretty solid.
Yeah, he looks pretty decent to me.
He knows how to play Zed.
Yeah, you don't just play Zed, it's very uncommon. So.
Yeah. And then here things start going well. Alawi's getting out, I guess. And then this is the fight that wins us the game. Alawi starts off by getting Zed. And then we just come in. Here I'm just looking to play a little more cautious because Zed's dead and I've seen Pantheon stun already. So Pantheon dies. I go on Varus because he's weak. And then Rumble dies.
Oh, nice.
Fizz dies shortly thereafter, and we end.
Okay, yeah, good game. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't know. I guess I know that now I need to. I think the main thing that I could have done better this game was just itemize better. I think better itemization would definitely have helped me, and then I guess just better decision making based on the state of the game.
Yeah. If I were to summarize it, the first scuttle, that was a mistake. The itemization, that's a mistake, and then the Rift Herald. Those are the three biggest mistakes I saw. Other mistakes, whatever. But those, big mistakes, those are three really big ones that I could see.